Well, well, well. Three-time Super Bowl winner, Hall of Famer Troy Aikman just dropped a bomb on the Dak haters. Troy Aikman is going to spit nothing but facts and is going to give us some insight on why the Dallas Cowboys offense is struggling and what's happening with Dak. I'm going to just play a snippet of it, and then we're going to get into the video. Check this out.
And I thought that beyond this year. And I think CeeDee's got to improve in his route running.
Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, 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 Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Let's talk facts. Troy Aikman decided to speak up. He spoke up on the ticket. And I don't know exactly how this conversation all came to be, but whatever the case may be, Troy Aikman dropped an atomic bomb on all the Dak haters, on everybody saying it's Dak's fault. And I mean, I'm telling us, I'm not saying that we need to keep Mike McCarthy, because I've been hearing some of the talking heads still saying we need to get rid of Mike McCarthy. Because yes, we will admit the play calling has been atrocious these first 6 games. The route running has been very generic, but I'm going to let Troy Aikman tell you that. But also, we need to understand something about Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman is not one who is afraid to say what's on his mind. He's not afraid to hurt people's feelings. There's a reason why I believe that even though Troy Aikman is beloved by the Joneses and the Dallas Cowboy organization, I don't think Troy Aikman is as close to the organization as he could be, simply based on the fact that Jerry Jones let go of Jimmy Johnson in the 90s, and he knows they could have won 4 Super Bowls rather than 3. I'm just going to let you hear the kind of person that Troy Aikman is, so you'll understand that we're not just dealing with somebody who's just trying to get some headlines. Troy Aikman, even though his stats were not just, what these guys are today, Troy Aikman, I'll give him a lot of credit. He was a leader of men, and I mean men who had egos, men who had money, top of the line contracts, men who played a huge part in him winning the Super Bowls. But Troy didn't mind putting people in place. And when Jerry Jones let go of Jimmy Johnson, and this is when the Cowboys started slipping into this non-disciplined era, and we are still in it, where there seems to be no accountability for players, I want you to hear what Troy Aikman said, and then I'm going to let you hear what he said about one CeeDee Lamb and the Dallas Cowboys offense. Let's roll it.
Hey, guys, that's a embarrassment out there. That's a damn embarrassment. We can't block anybody up the now we're hugging the ball early. Junior League. Somebody's got to get their attention, and I'll tell you, Jack, I am tired of being a guy who's got to run down everybody's damn throat all the time. Why don't we have a coach who gets over there and does something about it? Instead, we want to go over and pat everybody on the ass, and they haven't done their job all night. Guys out there off, and nobody says anything about it. We got a head coach who won't say anything about it. We got coaches offensively who won't do anything about it. I mean, enough's enough. I understand. Babysitting's over.
Now, some folks may not be familiar with the Troy Aikman who was the warrior for the Dallas Cowboys. And don't get me wrong, I still think Dak Prescott is one of the greatest leaders the Cowboys have ever had, but Troy Aikman was a beast, according to Michael Irvin, and he didn't play. And so while Dak Prescott is always trying to fall on the sword, Troy Aikman didn't mind calling a spade a spade. And so Troy Aikman, this was during the Barry Switzer era when Jimmy got gone. Troy wasn't having it. Troy was not putting up with it. And so I'm just showing you that because I'm telling you that when Troy Aikman is saying something, he's not just saying it to say it. And he don't mind saying what needs to be said. And he's actually saying something that Dak Prescott probably needs to, as he goes forward in his career, Dak Prescott may need to become the kind of quarterback that can get a little bit more in his players' faces, like he did Dez Bryant in his rookie year and told him, hey, when you're open, I'll throw you the ball. And it seems like now that you don't see that kind of fire from one Dak Prescott. But Troy Aikman, he's not mincing words. Troy Aikman is saying something, and Tom Brady alluded to it against the Detroit Lions on Sunday. Tom Brady said Dak Prescott has no running game. He has no wide receivers that can get separation. He has no offensive line. His defense isn't playing well. I don't know about y'all, but people think just because Dak Prescott got $60 million, he's supposed to be able to overcome everything against all odds. It doesn't work like that. You don't pay him $60 million, and I guess this is what people think. No, you don't pay him $60 million to overcome all odds. You pay him $60 million with the understanding you're going to get him what he needs so he can help you win football games. And so let's go to Troy Aikman. Let's go to Troy Aikman, and he's going to give us some more insight of what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys. Let's extend that clip that we played earlier.
And I thought that beyond this year. And I think CeeDee's got to improve in his route running. And as a quarterback, if you're not certain where guys are going to be consistently, it's hard to play the position. I see guys lazy coming off the line of scrimmage. Sometimes they run. Usually if they do, it's because they're anticipating they're going to get the football in that play. But if they're not, they don't. And it all ties together. I just finished watching the Baltimore Ravens because I have them this week. You put on a film of theirs and watch their receivers run routes, and they come off the football. And so do San Francisco's and Green Bay's and others. And I'm not speaking for Dak. Dak may say, hey, I think everything's amazing. But as a former quarterback watching it, it's got to get a lot better.
Y'all hear Troy Aikman? Troy Aikman is saying the parts that Dak Prescott is saying subliminally when he's talking about practicing, watching film, being in the right place. The parts that Dak Prescott is subliminally saying, Troy Aikman is saying, well, the Dallas Cowboys don't employ me. I'm going to say it how it is. I'm going to tell you how it is and what's going on. And I mentioned this. I'm trying not to let it get in my mind, but I know CeeDee Lamb is a top 3 wide receiver, but man, he's been acting a little bit like a diva this year. He's been acting a little bit like a diva. I've noticed that he's not contesting catches. You think about you think about the interception that Dak Prescott threw in the corner in the Detroit game. You'll notice that CeeDee Lamb just continues to run that route, and it's like he never even looks at the guy who's intercepting the ball, because it's like he's basically saying that it's like Troy saying, if the ball is not coming right to me where I want it, I'm not going to contest it. I'm not going to go for it. And basically he's saying that if they feel like the plays are not to them, then they're not going to run hard on those plays. He's saying this about the Dallas Cowboy receivers. And catch what Troy Aikman is saying. I think it's very powerful what he's saying. He is really, in a sense, defending Dak Prescott, because you'll notice he's talking about these teams where the quarterbacks are doing well. They have receivers. They have receivers who are playing hard. They have receivers who are getting off the ball hard, running their routes hard, even when they're not getting the ball. They're giving a maximum effort. Man, he's indicting the Cowboys receiving room. He's basically saying if they're not getting the ball, they're not going to run hard, including CeeDee Lamb. Wow. Hello, Dak haters. You heard it straight from Troy Aikman. And I don't think he's saying it because he's trying to show favoritism towards the Cowboys, because I can tell you now, Troy Aikman, sometimes when he's doing the games, I absolutely hate when him and Tony Romo do the broadcast for the Cowboys game sometimes, because you can tell it's almost like they're trying their best to not be biased. And it's like they go over and above sometimes on the criticism. Troy Aikman is saying it straight out. Cowboys got a problem. Cowboys got a problem. And, you know, everyone's talking about Mike McCarthy, and I understand. But we have to ask ourselves, I mean, what kind of authority does Mike McCarthy even have? What kind of authority does he have? Does he have the authority to bench guys? Does he have the authority to get in guys' faces, even though I know that's not his style? And I know people are saying, you heard Troy, I was pushing back on some people today because they're talking about, well, you shouldn't have to motivate men. You hear what Troy Aikman said? He's tired of being the one who has to get down everybody's throat. Let the coaches do that. That's what the coaches are supposed to be doing. That's why they're called coaches. They're supposed to be coaching things that they've taught, coaching things that they know that are in those players, coaching those things out of them. And Troy Aikman is saying they're not doing it. They're not doing it. And I'm telling you, you can look at CeeDee Lamb. He's made some good plays. I like the double block he did in that one game. But then on the other hand, you can see where when Dak threw the interception against Pittsburgh, he didn't go for that pass. He just says jump ball for. We saw him last week. Him and Dak Prescott are on the same page. It looks like I guess he was supposed to do a comeback route, and he wound up just running straight down the field. Dak threw it to the sideline. He never looked back. I'm going to say that I believe Dak knows what CeeDee was supposed to be better than CeeDee. This whole missing training camp thing hurts CeeDee, and I still don't think he's up to speed yet. But I hope they saw this video. I hope they're hearing about it. It's all over everywhere. I hope they hear it. I hope it lights a fire up under them that when they come out of this bye week, man, they are ready to play. They are ready to play. And so y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think what Troy Aikman said is right? Do you think it's correct? Do you agree? Do you have anything to add to it? Let me know in the comments. I'll tell you what, I agree. I'll take Tom Brady and Troy Aikman's analysis over the haters of Dak Prescott any day of the week. So that's going to do it for me. That's going to be my time. Got a live stream today at 6 p.m. I'm going to talk about this even more. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you know the next time when Let's Talk Cowboys post a video where we talk facts. Peace.